I've definitely gotten more adventurous with food in my old age, but I will never, ever be considered a foodie.
If you thought crazy stuff only happened to me when my family was around, you'd be sorely mistaken. I've always been a magnet for crazy, especially during the school years.
I think while we're here, we should go through my food mishaps in college in order. So let's start right at the beginning, way back freshman year. This one time freshman year, we ordered Chinese food, and I probably got General Tso's chicken because, when I was a freshman, I wasn't very adventurous, and I ate like the same three things everywhere I went. Didn't matter, all the time. And it had those peppers in there. And Chinese food peppers are really hot, and you're not supposed to eat them. Everyone just ignores them. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna start being adventurous. I'm gonna eat this pepper. That was one of the worst food mistakes I've ever made in my entire life. The pepper was so hot that I started to drool. And it wasn't like a little bit of drool, it was a lot of drool. I'm talking a fountain of drool, and I couldn't stop it. So I'm running down the hall, like you guys have seen the diagram of my hall. I'm gonna be like, no, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused again. I'm gonna be like, bam, it's gonna be on this side this time. I'm gonna bring up that diagram I drew before. So I'm running in between my room and the bathroom over and over and over again. I'm like pouring, I have the sinks running, I'm like pouring water into my face, and I still can't stop drooling. It's coming out like a waterfall. I'm just drooling all over the floor. And I'm in between, one of the times I get stopped, and Smoke Section and partner come out of his room, and she's like, partner, that's gross. And I'm like, oh, hey, stop! And just drool everywhere, just all over the floor. I must have looked like a rabid dog, which I mean is not really any different than what I look like on the usual day. But if you didn't know, I have issues. Wait, no, I can't. You can't read it. Now you can read it, sort of. I have issues. Thanks, Valley Vajiri. The shirt's amazing. But yeah, I have issues. And at the time, I wasn't thinking scientifically like, oh, there's acid in my mouth, I should get a base. No. What I thought would cure this is I ran to the bathroom after, pouring water in my face and drinking water bottles. I was like, I got this. I'll just get it out of my mouth. So I grab a paper towel from the bathroom and I start to furiously rub it against my tongue. Like, Doesn't help at all. I'm still drooling everywhere. I will never, ever eat one of those peppers again. Ever. Now, let's move on to another Blindy story. You guys met Blindy in the My Room episode. My poor wee. But, Blindy and I had a food debacle of our own. Besides the Lucky Charms and the Wii, he ordered a pizza this one time. And Blindy orders this pizza, and he doesn't finish it. I'm like, that doesn't bother me. That's cool. I didn't want it either. So he decided to take the pizza box and put it under his bed. Now, why that would be your reaction, I don't know. I'm just glad we lived way up on the 3rd floor, and we were in the new dorm, and there weren't a lot of bugs, because there should have been bugs. He left the pizza, like 2 slices of pizza, in the pizza box, under his bed, for over a month. We went home for a break, we came back, it was still there. He still hadn't thrown out the pizza. Why? Why throw out pizza? I would drop little hints like you should probably throw out that pizza. It was starting to smell. It was kind of gross. He left it in our room over break. Why? Throw that shit out. And so Blindy was taking a nap this one time, and I had enough. And I dug under his bed while he was asleep. There's a bunch of books and clothes and stuff under his bed. And I found the pizza box, and I took out a piece of pizza. And I slapped him in the face with it to wake him up, and I was like, throw this shit out! And that was, he finally decided to throw it out then. Apparently it was very hard at that point, very stale. Yet, I don't remember it being moldy, so I'm not sure if it was healthy to be eating it in the first place. Like McDonald's food that just lasts forever. When I was we'll say junior, my mom had her 60th birthday party, and I didn't have a car, and none of my family wanted to get me for the birthday party because, they don't They didn't fucking pick me up from the airport from Japan. You think they're gonna get me for my mom's birthday party? Like, my best friend, Crazy Bacon, drove up to get me. And one of my friends from the girls' suite really liked him. And so they hung out a lot. And now, what you need to know about my best friend, Crazy Bacon, is that I'm the blue light savings version of Crazy Bacon. He's me, but better in pretty much every way except for languages. Like, he's me, but better. So this thing tends to happen where girls will like him, and he'll be like, "No, I don't want that." And then they'll come after me because I'm basically the same person, just slightly shittier. So it happens a lot. And this girl from the girls' suite really liked him, but he didn't want none of that, so she came after me later. But whatever. Just wanted to let you guys know that I'm the blue light savings version of Crazy Bacon. To be truly honest, that's what I am. Now, he came to pick me up, and because this girl from the girls' suite really liked him and she knew my family, she hung out with us too, and she came with us to my mom's 60th birthday party. And you're probably like, okay, that's cool. I don't understand. I thought this was an episode about food. Well, let me get to that. First of all, the whole trip started off terribly because Crazy Bacon usually drives some kind of sports car, and I think he had a Hyundai Tiburon at the time. So in my town, there's like a cop. In my college town in New Paltz, there's like a cop like every two feet, and they will pull you over for nothing. So we literally, as we were leaving campus, we got pulled over, and he got a ticket, and I felt so bad. I still want to pay him back for that ticket. He's like, no, it's fine. I'll just add it to my pile of tickets that I already have. Because, you know, when you drive a sports car, people want to pull you over all the fucking time. So on the way there, we're hungry. And we know the party's not going to start for a while. It was a surprise party, so we had to go and help get ready. And we stopped at Burger King on the way. And we got a whole bunch of chicken sandwiches. And now, I'm going to tell you something. You should never, ever eat 3 chicken sandwiches in one sitting from Burger King. It is awful. It's kind of like eating 12 tacos all by yourself from Taco Bell in one sitting. It's not good for you down here. It's not good. It's not a good thing. I had a chicken baby brewing that entire party. And I didn't want to, you know, go to the bathroom during the party. So when the party was finally over, many hours later, I decided it was time to release the chicken baby. I was on the toilet for so long that in the hall we were having the party, they turned out the lights and thought everyone had left. I felt like I knew what it was like to give birth. Like, that chicken baby, oh my God! Alright, this is a story about a time I almost punched a girl in the face for touching my cake. So as you guys know, I used to run programs for international students and what have you, like homestays and what have you, but I also used to run the goodbye parties every year. So we get like all the international students together, we'd have a whole bunch of cakes, we get food, and we'd all pool whatever resources we had left for the semester to get more snacks and what have you. And we'd have a big goodbye party where we'd like play video games, there'd be music, people would just sit and talk and chill and eat and have fun. And I'm really OCD, and when I plan something, it has to go my way. Like if you change one little thing in the plan, like you throw one little wrench in the plan, I will freak the fuck out. And now there's this one girl in our group of friends that nobody really likes. And you know how Dan Cook says, you know, there's always a Karen, and she's always a douchebag? Or like, you know, there's one friend in every group of friends that nobody likes. So I'm gonna tell you a story about this particular person that nobody likes in our group, really. And it's not just, we just don't like her. She makes terrible decisions. On the real, she makes terrible decisions, and she's super creepy sometimes. Like, this girl, one of our friends was an international student, and I took her mini golfing with a bunch of the other people. And this particular friend that nobody really likes really, like, stalked the shit out of this international student that we came with. So she drove to the mini golf place, and she parked in the front and stared at us through the window when we had finished playing mini golf. We were just like sitting in the hut, and she just stared at us. And when our friend from the UK got up to go to the bathroom, she jumped. I'm not saying she parked. She just stopped the car in front of the building so she could see inside the windows and the door. When our friend got up to go to the bathroom, she jumped out of the car and ran inside like, where did she go? Where the fuck do you think she went? She went to the bathroom. You think she's gonna run home? That's like 5 miles. How ridiculous can you be? Besides being super creepy, she makes terrible decisions. I'm a terrible person too, but she very often drives drunk, and she's already disabled, like something's wrong with her legs. So she keeps getting into accidents because she keeps driving drunk. And one time she got into a sort of bad accident, and her car was like really messed up. It wasn't total, but it was really messed up. And I was like, what does she have to worry about? She's already disabled. Like, she doesn't give a fuck about other people, so she just makes terrible decisions. But she's still part of our group. Kind of. Nobody really wants her there, but she's still kind of there. But anyway, let me rewind to the goodbye party senior year. So at the goodbye party, we have a whole bunch of cakes. And I do cake time, and we hand out something. We like give a gift to all the kids who are leaving, and that's part of cake time. And we had all the cakes set up in the back. And this particular girl, she's like, well, I have to leave. She was there for like a half hour. And usually our parties are like 4 or 5 hours long, give or take. And she's like, no, well, I have to leave, so I'm gonna start eating the cake. And I was not there for her saying that, but I see her walk over to the cakes, and she just starts eating them. And I'm like, the fuck are you doing? And she's like, oh, well, I'm leaving, so I'm just gonna eat the cakes. And when I say eat the cakes, I mean she was taking like halves of cakes for herself. No, those were for everyone. And also, it's not time for cake yet. And she was like, it's fine. And she dips her finger into the frosting on one of the cakes, and she boots me on the nose with it. I have never been so angry at a singular action in my entire life. I'm pretty sure I made the temperature in the room rise by at least 10 degrees just from straight rage. Just from straight rage. First of all, why would you stick your whole hand like with a... And I had to be escorted out of my own party because I was about to beat the living shit out of this girl. You might be like, that's an overreaction. Yeah, it was, but I don't like it when people throw wrenches in my plans, and I don't like it when people disrespect other people. And it's not cute when you rub frosting on somebody else's nose. First of all, but you don't know that well, because I had really only hung out with her at 2 points, twice in our time together at that point. I didn't know her that well. Well, when you don't stick your finger in my cake. I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you. But she accidentally left one of the cakes out, and we totally forgot about it. And it was a red velvet cake, and it was under the table that she had, ravenously broken into during the day, or during the party before she left, where all the other cakes were. And at the end, we were like, fuck, what are we gonna do with this whole cake? It was a whole red velvet cake. And me and Taka, who you've probably seen on my channel at some point or another, we also did the Moji Bakura videos together. Me and Taka are like, nobody's got room in their fridge. I guess we'll just have to take one for the team. And me and Taka ate the entire cake ourselves. Just, oh God, it hurts. You'd think I would have learned from situations like the chicken baby, but no, I'm an idiot. So me and Taka just, and you might think that's where the story ends, but that's not where the story ends. The story gets so much better. So the next morning after the party, I wake up, right? And I go upstairs, or well, not upstairs. Yeah, the party was in the basement, but I mean, I'm upstairs. I wake up in my suite. I go to the bathroom, right? I start, well, this is an I pooped today bell, and let's just say I was pooping that day. So I wake up, and I just happen to get up and look down, and I see the whole toilet bowl is red. And I'm like, guys! And my suite mates are like, what? Huh? I'm like, guys! I'm pooping blood! there's a problem! I think we need to go to the hospital! And Rebel Monster, he's like, and I hear him open his door. And I hear him stop. And he goes, didn't you eat a whole red velvet cake last night? And I was so incredibly relieved. I was like, oh, okay guys, it's fine. False alarm.
Hey there guys and gals, I hope you're enjoying Season 2 of On Fairy Tales, The School Years. As always, you can click the link on the left to see the previous episode, or you can click the link on the right to see the playlist where you can see all the episodes so far.
You might be wondering why I didn't mention the actual dining hall at all during my food stories. Oh, there's plenty of stories in the dining hall. You about to learn next week!